second, ma'am.
On the speech tomorrow, can you explain a little bit the decision to do this as a primetime event?
But what the president believes, which is a reason to have this in prime time, is that there are an overwhelmingly amount of Americans, majority of Americans, who believe that we need to continue. We need to save the core values of our country.
Give any color of how he's preparing for the speech? I mean, the guidance, the schedule today seemed not so full. I mean, is he spending much of his day, going through drafts with staff? Is he practicing it? What's kind of the process?
So,
if you don't mind?
as you know, this is an important speech for the president. We're talking about a theme, to your point, that he's talked about since 2017. So, yes, he's working through the speech with his senior advisors, with his staff. But yes, to your point, he's going to look at drafts. He's going to write his speech, and you'll hear directly from him tomorrow.
Victory speech in November 2020 that he sought this office to restore the soul of the nation. So where does the White House believe the country is in that restoration process?
Look, he has said this before, that it's going to take some work. You've heard him say that. You've heard us say that. But what he is not going to do is shy away, again, from calling out extremism that he is seeing, these MAGA Republicans. He is not going to shy away from that. Is there more work to do? Absolutely. Do we have to continue to protect our democracy? Yes, we do. That is the reality that we're in. Protect our freedom, protect our rights. And that's what he's going to continue to do day in and day out. And you're going to continue to hear that from him, not just Thursday, not just yesterday, but that message is going to continue.
And on the event yesterday in Pennsylvania, the president explicitly campaigned for certain people, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was an official White House event, not a campaign event. Can you share some context on your thoughts on that? Because he was very explicitly saying, please elect certain people.
So the president can say a lot, can go a lot further than I can from here. He does not have, he is not bounded by the Hatch Act the way that we are, and so...
You have said in the past that the president was not briefed ahead of time on other aspects of the investigation. So just to be clear, was the president briefed on this latest development?
The president has not been briefed on this latest development. He has not.
Last night, the Justice Department released a photo of top-secret documents found at Mar-a-Lago. Has President Biden seen the photo, been briefed on the photo, and does the White House believe that there is national security at risk by having these documents there?
So, as I've said many times, and I get how you're asking the question, I hear you, Chris, we're just not going to comment on...
As the president's role as commander-in-chief, overseeing national security, you have top-secret documents, some potentially involving human sources there. Is that something that the president's keeping tabs on, or that's part of his intelligence briefings?
So, as far as top-secret materials or classified materials, look, the president has said he believes, he said this very recently, in the importance of properly handling classified materials. But in regards to the specific case, again, we're just not going to comment.
But can you say with certainty to the American people that President Biden, in his time as president, has not mishandled, improperly stored, done anything improper with classified information?
No, and then I'm going to move on.
What's really important is that the president recognizes we're in this moment right now where supply did not meet demand. Demand was going up, supply was not there, and that's why he wanted to increase supply. But ultimately, it demonstrates that we have to move to clean, reliable energy, and that's why he's really put a big emphasis on moving in that direction so that we can, plug in electric vehicles and have solar panels and all of that.
Accordingly, we recognize that we needed to do more in terms of de-risking our transition to green energy. And don't think for a second, I'll talk more about that in a moment, that we are not doing anything except accelerating. I mentioned what we're doing on permitting and procurement, accelerating that transition to low carbon, renewable sources of energy.